Evening, everyone. We would like to welcome the inaugural winner of the Myrtle Beach Classic, Chris Gotterup. Chris, congratulations. Want to start off with some opening comments, what it's like to be a PGA Tour winner.
Yeah, I'm in the circle now. But yeah, I mean, it definitely hasn't sunk in yet. But I just want to thank everyone this week for the support. What a great first event. I'm sure it's a big success for Visit Myrtle Beach. So honored to be the champion, and yeah, couldn't have gone better.
And a little bit about today's round. What were nerves like sleeping on a lead and with the start, but to cap it off with the finish?
Yeah, in the morning I set my alarm for 9 o'clock. I got up at 6. I was a little upset about that one, so I had some time to kill. I actually just went down to the beach and walked for an hour. But yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good to start the day, and obviously started off with 2 bogeys, but I was more calm than I thought I was going to be. I was definitely more nervous until I got here. But yeah, it was a great day, and definitely up and down, and I wasn't expecting it to just be smooth sailing.
Like you said, you're in the winner's circle. Were these moments you thought about when you were making your debut, Puerto Rico Open, and professional debut, RBC Canadian Open?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, knew at some point, hopefully, that I would be in this position. But, golf's a crazy game. You never know where you're going to end up. But, I feel like I've done a lot of the right things in, my process and, going through the system that the tour has provided. And, yeah, now we're here.
Mom, dad, and brother flew in overnight. When did you find out they were making the trip down to Myrtle Beach?
I called my mom yesterday after the round because I figured they were probably going to do it, but I was like, I'd just stay at home, like everything's going fine here. But yeah, she's like, all right, we're coming. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, it was good because I ordered flowers and they weren't going to make it today, so she'll get them when she goes back home. So it works out perfectly.
I guess best Mother's Day present.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and open up to questions. If you have a question, go ahead and raise your hand. We'll bring the microphone over to you. Start here with Alan.
Hey, thanks. I'll have a couple, please. Firstly, the 2 bogeys, 3 putts. I mean, was that nerves, or how did you feel on those first couple holes?
The first hole was probably nerves. I mean, I don't know. I really didn't even feel that bad. I hit not a good second putt and not a good first one, but the second hole, I mean, it was like a 75-footer up and over into the wind. It just, the odds aren't in my favor on that one. But the first hole, that one bothered me a little bit. But, yeah, and then I settled in nicely. I was actually in a divot on the third hole and hit it to about 4 or 5 feet. So once I got going, it was definitely much more calm-ish.
And did you have to reset a little bit after those 2 bogeys? Did you do anything?
I don't think so. I mean, AJ, my caddy, was like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I feel fine." I don't think we did what we were trying to do. I just didn't hit a great putt. So I mean, we were just going along as usual.
And the other question I would have is, you've won in less than 2 years as a pro, which is a short amount of time, and most people would consider that a short amount of time to win a PGA Tour event. But did it feel longer than that? 27 starts in 2 years.
I don't know. That's a good question. I had a chance to win John Deere. I had a chance to win Puerto Rico. And when I say chance, I mean I lost by a couple, but I was in the mix. And Korn Ferry, I was in the mix a little bit here and there, but I've always kind of just gone about my business and waiting for my opportunity. And I figured if I can just keep working hard and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, at some point, you would think that it's going to go your way, but. That's why golf's crazy. I mean, you got guys that are probably plenty deserving to have won and have never won. And, yeah, I mean, I'm happy I'm on the other side of that.
Hey, Chris over here. Talk about closing out anything for a championship is obviously the toughest aspects of any athlete. What was the mindset coming into today with a 4-shot lead, knowing that you had 18 holes to go, but also knowing that there was guys behind you that were playing really well and just trying to close this thing out?
Yeah, I think that's the hard part. You know guys behind you are going to play well, so you have to still play well. 4 shots can vanish in 2 holes or 1. But Yeah, I think like you said, closing tournaments out is, something I've done pretty well in college and amateur career, and you rely on those things, knowing that you can do it down the stretch. And I think me and AJ were pretty dialed in, even though it might not have looked like it. Sometimes grinded it out on some holes, but especially birdieing 18 like that, and just finishing off like how you're supposed to finish off a tournament it feels good.
Stick him at the left.
Chris, you've now tripled your FedEx Cup points. You qualified for the PGA Championship, and you have status for 2 more years, at least. Just how good does all of that feel with the win today?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is the 2 more years. I got no stress in my life for 2 years other than, golf stress. But, I think, especially starting off my rookie year, kind of some events you're not getting in here and there. You're kind of like, all right, I need to play good to like maintain my card. And now I don't have to worry about that. So that's a huge, worry gone. And now I can just go focus on trying to make a move further up the FedEx Cup.
We have Ruthie.
Chris, congratulations. Local radio station here. It's been a record attendance for our first PGA event. Thank you for attending. How would you compare the Myrtle Beach crowd to other galleries on tour?
I mean, it was very comparable, knowing that some of the other big ones are, obviously this isn't a, main event, but it felt like it. I mean, my group Saturday, Sunday was multiple rows deep coming down the stretch, and they were cheering me on, and it definitely kept me in the mix and mentally, and just kept my juices going. So I couldn't say anything but good things about the tournament and how all the people that came out and supported this week.
Thank you. And any suggestions to the ground crew here at the Dunes Club?
No.
Good answer.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're going to move the microphone back.
Chris, congratulations. If you look out to your left right now, you see this beautiful ocean right out there. Tell me about your experience playing in Myrtle Beach this week, and what this community did to come out and support you.
I mean, obviously it's amazing. I grew up by the beach, so I like going to the beach. I like hanging out. I like being in the water, and the ocean just makes you feel good. And being able to play right here, and we had an Airbnb right down the road, and I was able to go hang out at the beach in the morning, and I probably looked like a lunatic this morning pacing up and down the beach, but it definitely helps and clears your mind. And obviously the tournament was amazing, and people coming out were amazing, volunteers amazing. Everyone here has been really, really nice, and it's just been a great week.
Yeah, there's a lot of positive comments about the golf course. Talk a little bit about that golf course that you played the last 4 days.
Yeah, I mean, the wind was kind of funky all 4 days. It would switch here and there, and it made the course play different every day, which is fun. And obviously the course was amazing shape. Greens were great. I mean, there's not a whole lot wrong with what's going on out there. So there's definitely some tough holes, and I really, really enjoyed playing it. It just looked good in my eye, and when you're on a nice place and everything feels good, your game just feels good just because. So definitely helps to have a nice place like this to play at.
You had mentioned your drive on number 3 ended up in a divot. Was there any point there where you were starting to wonder if you might be a little snake bit coming in today?
No, I mean, I try to pride myself that I have a pretty good head on my shoulders, and I didn't say anything when I walked up there. It was just another shot, and I mean, if I hit in the bunker and made bogey, maybe I would have said something else, but I made birdie, so it was good.
It's a fickle game, but you 3-putted each of the first 2 holes and then took a total of 3 putts on the next 3. What's that kind of roller coaster like?
That's why golf's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense, but sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Can you talk about the approach on 4? It's close. That's an eagle. I would assume that, after you made that putt too, did you feel as if you kind of had control of the tournament again?
Yeah, I think so. I think I actually hit a great drive down there the other day, and it was in like a hole over there, and I had to lay up from like 185. and then I got a good break today, and it was in a great lie, and I hit it to whatever it was, 10, 12 feet, and made it. And definitely a big swing in my direction for sure.
Chris, earlier this week we talked to you about the difference between first-year player, rookie, and you said, I definitely feel like a rookie out there. Do you feel a lot less like a rookie now with this under your belt? And what do you expect this to do for you in terms of confidence going forward?
I still feel like a rookie, but I feel like I belong at a high level. Not that I didn't before, but now I have some more accolades to prove it. But I think, like you said, I mean, obviously this is a big notch on the belt, but I feel like I have a lot of room to improve as well, which is the fun part about it. Obviously I played great this week and, grinded it out, but, me and AJ out there, we're talking about things that we can get better at while we're playing, which is the fun part. So, yeah, I mean, I think you kind of just take it week by week, or try to at least, and see what you can do with it.
Moving over left now with Stephanie.
You had a few missed cuts earlier in April and then placed solidly at Zurich. Did you have any expectations coming into this week, or a good feeling maybe?
I think I definitely started to feel better. Yeah, you said I missed a couple cuts earlier in the year, and I don't know what, I guess it's just golf, but I just didn't feel great. Like, game didn't feel great. But I stuck to my thing, and it started turning around. And Zurich was great. I played with Austin, and we play together at home all the time, so we were just having fun. And that definitely just made golf seem more fun again. And that tournament was awesome too. And I played decent last week. I felt like I played better than I probably finished, so I knew I felt pretty good coming into this week, and I just had to make it happen. So try to just stay patient and try to take advantage when you can.
Chris, does this mean the mustache stays?
I don't want it to, but I don't think I can shave it now.
What's it going to take?
Chris, you mentioned a pretty...
I'm sorry. What's it going to take to shave it?
I don't know. That's a good question. I assume my mom's probably going to tell me to take it off, but we'll see. I mean, it's got to stay for now.
You mentioned a pretty decorated college career for yourself. Just wanted to get your thoughts on a 16-year-old making the cut and shooting 10 under around here this week.
Yeah, I would have shot 80-80 if I was here at 16, so it's pretty impressive. And yeah, I saw him in front of the media the other day. Blades, right? That's his name. Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, last week there was a 15 or 16-year-old too. Yeah, I better keep practicing. They're gonna come for me.
And lastly, you strike me as a guy who likes to have a little fun. What does tonight look like for you?
Tonight's gonna be chill, but I can promise you down the road at some point in New Jersey there will be a big party.
One more for me. Going down the stretch, you didn't know, but Austin Eckroat joined the broadcast to kind of say some nice words about you, and you were there for his first win at Cognizant. What was that friendship kind of like Zurich that kind of helped propel you, said, a comfortable week?
Yeah, I think I think we're very similar people. We just play golf. We just happen to play golf, but we're pretty chill. And when we hang out at home, we play together all the time. And we're very similar people, even though we grew up very differently. But yeah, I think after watching him win, I was like, all right, I play against this guy all the time. I've taken his money, he's taken my money. Why can't I go win at some point? So, and then Zurich was great. We had some fun, and I think there was definitely just some good momentum going from that week. And it's never bad to hang around people that you like and people that push you. And hopefully now he takes me back as my partner. We'll be in for next week or next year.
Any other questions before we wrap it up? Chris, again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to join us.
Thank you.